Hello and welcome. So this is the last week of 2025. Woo, and that brings up a lot of energy because there probably were many things that you want to accomplish during this year that you didn't accomplish. And that can easily bring up feelings of regret. Ooh, yikes. So all the feelings of regret around 2025 or whatever year this is, woo, you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now. Ah, yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. And the thing is, this year probably went by a lot faster than you expected it to. And you probably plan to have a lot more accomplished in this year. But what can happen is you can have a lot more challenges than you were expecting. You might not have as much free time, or you might have had a lot of demands on the time that you had, so you didn't have the time to accomplish what you would have liked to accomplish. And it's really easy to go into regret around this. Whoa, yikes. And the thing about regret is that often regret shifts into judgments about yourself that you should have done this. And anytime we have a think about the word should, that you should do something like that, what can happen is should has this built-in judgment around it. And so you can go from you wish something happened to regret to you should have done it, and then started thinking bad about yourself, like you aren't good enough. This always happens to you. Whoa, you're never going to accomplish this. Yikes. So all those negative and critical thoughts that come up around things that you wish you would have accomplished over the last year, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Ah, yes, I choose that. Release, 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 release. And then the part that we want to do is look at shifting any of those feelings of regret. And so, how we do that is anything that you feel regret or something that you should have done, you want to just shift it to you wished you would accomplish that. Ooh. And it's really removing it from there's a judgment that you should have done it to it's just like, oh, that would be nice. And it's something that you would have liked to have happened. And then the next part is looking forward for the new year is around anything that you kind of wished you would have accomplished or you think that you should accomplish, even though we shouldn't use the word should, we still tend to do that, is to really look how invested are you in accomplishing this? Because one of the things that happens is there might be something that you would really like to have happen, but you're not really invested in taking the steps, taking the time to actually create it. So we can get in this double bind here where there's something that you think that you really would like, but you're not investing the time to create it and then judging yourself for not creating it. So everywhere you've gotten caught in that double bind of that you would like something, but you haven't invested the time to create it. Everything that just brings up release, release, release. And this is something we all do. It's not just you. And once again, we want to remove that judgment and then really take a look at that. And we want to look at that to see is so for this thing that you would like to have, just think whatever something that you would really like to have. How much is it that you would like to have it, but you don't really care about putting work towards it? Ooh. And it feels judgmental, but we don't want to do that. We just want to really take a look at it. Is this something that you're willing to put effort towards? And then if it is something you're willing to put effort towards, how much? Is it only when you have free time? It's just only a little bit? Is it something that's really important to you? So you're going to set aside a certain number of hours? Is it something that's so important that you're going to make sure this gets done before anything else? And a lot of times there's resistance there because if it was something that you were going to, that you want to put in front of everything else because it's that important, oh, why aren't you doing that? And so you see how that judgment pops right back up? And anytime that we have judgment around something, that makes it harder for you to actually accomplish what you're judging yourself about. So if you really want to accomplish something and you're judging yourself for not accomplishing it, you have to move through that judgment first before you can even take the first step towards accomplishing that. Whew. And I look at that as a good way to help give you a logical reason to not judge yourself because there's so many reasons for us to judge ourselves. We've been told that throughout growing up that if you do something wrong, you judge yourself, judge yourself harshly, and then maybe you'll have enough energy and motivation to move through it and actually accomplish it. But I found that that's not the case. the more judgment you have around the topic, the harder it is for you to actually create what that judgment's supposed to be creating. So everywhere you've been using sneaky judgment, sneaky self-critical thoughts, negative self-talk, all of those things that seem logical because they're quote unquote true, but they're actually limiting you, making you feel worse, and preventing you from actually accomplishing what you would like to accomplish. So everywhere that you've been having sneaky, judgmental, or self-critical thoughts, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Release, 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 release. So this is something you can do when you're looking forward, looking towards the new year, is to think about the things that you wished you would have accomplished over the last year, and then which of those are the most important to you. This is another thing that I talk about in one of my programs called Creating and Living a Life You Love. It's really that you can accomplish anything you would like in your life, but you can't accomplish everything you would like in your life. Woo, yikes, everything that brought up. Release, 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 release. And so it's really to look at which of the things that you wished you would have accomplished over the last year, of those, which ones, or which one, two, or maybe even three are the most important and that you're choosing to put your effort and time towards in the new year. So everything that brings up, do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. And the part is you don't have to make these decisions right away. It's really just to start looking at this. And the big part is to remove any of those judgments, to really make it sure that it's your choice to choose to create something, not that you should create it or judging yourself that there's something wrong because you haven't created it. Okay, so what's everything a 2025 brings up? Woo, all of that, all those regrets. Woo, well, yikes. All the things that you wish had happened, all the things you wish didn't happen in the year. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. Let go, let go, let go. Dissipate, 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 drain, and flush. Ooh. And what's everything in the way of you having a good or even a great 2026? Blah, blah. Everything in the way of that. Do you choose to release, let go, and or allow all that to be removed from your reality now? Yes, I choose that. Release, release, release. And what's everything in the way of you having a good or even a great week this week? And everything that is, do you choose to release and let all that go? Yeah, I choose that. Release, 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 release. And then you probably have noticed that there's a lot more energy on removing what's in the way of having a good or a great 2026 compared to having a good or a great week. And this is another thing that sometimes we can do is when we look at creating energetic change around something that's really big, sometimes it's helpful to create energetic change around something that's smaller first and then increasing it. Awesome. So I'm Max Riggs, Energetic Awareness Explorer and your guide, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.